As a kid growing up in Germantown, Andre Carroll spent hours after school at the Police Athletic League Community Center.
The first person who ever helped me with my homework outside of my grandmother was a police officer. So I didn't grow up with like a negative perception of police.
But at 32 years old, that perception has changed because of Tyree Nichols and other high-profile cases of police brutality against black people.
We know that this is the reality.
Carroll says he's been pulled over several times for minor traffic violations in Philadelphia. None of those incidents resulted in violence from the police, but at each stop, he said he felt intimidated, embarrassed, and afraid.
When you get pulled over, you get a little nervous, like, I don't know how this is going. They can decide my fate at any moment.
Councilman Isaiah Thomas says he's also been frequently stopped for minor violations and has felt the same feelings as Carroll. In fact, 7 out of 10 drivers pulled over for traffic stops in Philly are black and Latino, and that's why he introduced the Achieving Driving Equality law.
Men of color are disproportionately pulled over, and unfortunately, we've seen that sometimes these things end with a tragedy.
Under the law, police are no longer allowed to pull over drivers for minor violations, like not having an inspection sticker, having a broken headlight or brake light, or something hanging from a rearview mirror. It's been almost a year now. Enforcement of the law began last March, and we wanted to find out, is it having an impact? CBS News Philadelphia dug into the data from the Philadelphia Police Department, and the numbers show that traffic stops have declined since the law went into effect in March 2022. From March 3rd, 2022 to January 14th of this year, there were 69,690 stops. For the same time period in the previous year, there were a little more than 78,000. That's a 9% decrease.
We are excited about the early data and some of the progress that we're seeing across the city.
But some say the data raises more questions and reveals bigger problems. Michael Mellon is a lawyer with the Defender Association, a group that provides free legal assistance to criminal defendants.
I think you need something as far as changing the culture of policing and understanding what your job is, and not just about, targeting black men, because I don't know how, if you're making motor vehicle stops and you're primarily stopping black men when they're clearly not the only people driving in this city, something's going on there no matter what we try to do with driving equality.
We asked Philadelphia's police union for comment, and it declined. But the union is suing the city over this law, saying it is invalid because it's preempted by state motor vehicle code, and it, quote, adversely affects the public safety of Philadelphians. In an interview with us last February, the president of the Fraternal Order of Police, John McNesby, defended the need for even minor traffic stops.
I don't want to hear the black-white issue. That's nonsense. All right, this is going to hurt the black community. It's going to hurt the white community. It's going to hurt the Asian community. It's going to hurt the whole city.
Meanwhile, proposals for similar laws have been introduced in Virginia, Minnesota, California, and most recently, Memphis, Tennessee. For Carroll, the new law gives him hope.
I just feel a little more relieved that I shouldn't, by law, have to deal with police interaction because of a headlight.
A council oversight committee will analyze the first-year data on traffic stops since the law was enforced, specifically taking a look at how often police find drugs or weapons in the cars they stop. Reporting in Center City, Aziza Schuler, CBS News, Philadelphia.